We're really good? Okay. All right. So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are happy that you can be with us today to honor a great American airman, Major John Lee, on the day of his promotion to the rank of Lieutenant Colonel. Throughout the ceremony, you will be given cues to stand or be seated at the appropriate times. As a reminder, during the national anthem, military members should stand at attention and civilian guests should place their right hand over their heart. We are honored to have with us as our presiding official for today's ceremony, Lieutenant Colonel Joshua Higgins, commander of the 122nd Fighter Squadron. Okay. Sharing this special occasion today are many family and friends, senior officers, and fellow airmen. We are extremely honored to have in attendance today Major Lee's wife, Celeste, and his father, Kiwen. Major Lee would also like to welcome our special guests, Colonel Jonathan Mummy, Commander, 159th Fighter Wing, and Colonel David Anderson, Vice Commander, 159th Fighter Wing.
A big day for Jet Lee here. Excited to say we finally made it happen. We've been working on it for a while. So I'm really glad that I could be here to actually do this for all the hard work that we put in to get into this position. Celeste, thanks for being here as well. I'm glad you all could make it, as well as your dad. It makes it even more special for Jet being here. He's always talked about how family is important to him, so I'm glad you guys all made it out to witness this today. Jet himself, man, he's a special guy. We have a great group of flight docs and med techs, and really everybody in the medical group is probably the best I've seen across my Air Force career. And Jet's just one of those special people. He's special to me personally. He's given me a lot of mentoring, both professionally from the medical viewpoint kind of thing, as well as personally. We've talked about parenting stuff, leadership stuff. He turned me on to John C. Maxwell books because he's a good friend of his, which surprisingly is also how he got into the Air Force when he wrote a letter for you, right? Yeah. And kind of sent it out, and that's how we ended up with him down here in Louisiana, which is great. And I'm glad we made that happen. Jet's one of those guys who's been great at everything he does, right? Everybody knows about his private practice, I think, in here. Everybody knows about his sim contractor business as well, I'm sure. And he's been successful at everything. And it transitions over to the Guard as well. He's been just great at everything he's done. Everything he's done for the med group, everything he's done for the fighter squadron. Like, it's been irreplaceable for that. He looks good in his service dress, right? I'm glad he dressed up. Like Sumo mentioned earlier, last time we saw him in his service dress was at a roll call, so you'll have to ask him that story and how that came about. But yeah, it's just really great that he's here and getting to pin on to Lieutenant Colonel, and then again moving him back into the fighter squadron now that we have him as Lieutenant Colonel, and all the great things he's going to do in the future. So Jet, congratulations today, and thank you for all you've done for the fighter squadron.
Thank you, sir.
Although I can't follow Tito because, you know, he's Tito. You can't follow him, but I'll try my best. This man here has been like a father figure to me and the other flight docs, not just because of age, but because of, sorry, I had to do one. But because of the wisdom and charisma and leadership and sort of genuine kindness that he shows. As Tito said, there's a magic sort of power to Jet Lee that is, you have to see it in action to appreciate it. Brief story on that. We're in Hawaii last June, and he wanted to fly in an Osprey, and we showed up to the Marine base, 12-foot gate, security cameras, barbed wire. There's no one, we know nobody inside there, and we're like, forget it, Jet, we're not getting in there. And he said, well, just drop me off here, find a parking spot, come back. 90 seconds, we come back to that same spot after we parked the car, and Jet's gone. No sign of him. And we didn't hear from him for 2 hours. And I thought he was gone. I thought he was dead. I said, I don't know what those Marines did to you, but you're gone. And he finally messages us, you know, proof of life. Hey, I'm in an Osprey. And he managed to get in one. So that's just a small little snippet. No one can say no to him.
Tried to get you guys.
You tried, but again, no one can say no to this man. And if you don't believe me, try saying no to him. Look him in the face and tell him no. not going to work. He's got just this magic charisma to him. And I'm so glad that you're here to be an example to us and to learn from you. It's an honor. So,
Thank you.
yep. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, National Guard Special Order AP 0399 dated 15 April 2023. By order of the Secretary of the Air Force and direction of the President, the following officers extended federal recognition and promoted Reserve Air Force to the rank of Lieutenant Colonel, with date of rank 28 October 2022 and promotion effective date 20 March 2023. Signed by order of the Secretaries of the Army and the Air Force, Daniel R. Hawkinson, General.
Colonel Edison, Colonel Stahl, Viking, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Appreciate you guys. You guys are super awesome. I need to thank my wife. You know, my wife, my dad, my son, my daughter, my adopted son Slam. I have to thank you too. Yeah. So I literally wouldn't be here if it weren't for my wife Celeste. She is like the most giving, caring person in the world. But you know, I'm a little biased. But yeah, if it weren't for her, I wouldn't be here. She wouldn't. She gave me full blessing to come. She's the one who got me started in jets. Actually, she bought me a ride in an L-49, like right after medical school, and she started me with flight lessons, Cessna flight lessons at Midway Airport. Note to self: don't take flight lessons at Midway Airport. Anyway, and then she's just been through supportive for everything, and then now with my dad living with us, she gives up going, like we would have gone to Germany, and she's gonna stay home with dad. So she's just amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's all I gotta say. My dad's here, Celeste. Thank you to my med group and pilot family, because you guys have been welcoming with open arms. Like, I'm late to this game, right? I started when I was 54 years old, which is kind of crazy, like totally crazy. Everybody looked at me in my medical practice like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'll try it out. See if you, like, I didn't think I would be integrated with you guys at all. You know, you guys think I'm some old fart and kick me out the door, but you guys have been family, and I joined because I wanted to fly an F-15, and that was my goal, and that was everything I wanted to do. Now, if you told me I couldn't fly an F-15 fighter for the rest of my life, I'd still be here because of you guys. So you guys turned me around. Thank you for that. Thank you to fight in Spock today for not killing me in the F-15. Appreciate that. And thanks for being here. Thanks for putting up with all the mess here. But we endured. Let's go eat some cake.